He didn't say why he only got half of it. He just said he only got half of it. What?
I want to know
Blaze.
why.
Nick and Blaze versus the world.
I want to know why you couldn't get through it. Did you fall asleep during it? Could you not get
Did you have to
into
poo?
the story?
Slow.
Did you have to poo?
No, you know why? Because it was.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit Podcast. It's your favorite host with the most. So I'm the mom. And of course with me every week is Danny.
Hey, hey.
Nick.
Hello.
And Honey Bear. All right. You're a fun cat. Dude, we are back in it. We're back in it. And this time we asked you guys to go on Discord and go on our participation channel and give us some anime hot takes. Whether that's about like, you know, community stuff or about a show, about whatever, you know, in between, I'm sure the three of us will disperse some of our hot takes. You know, but we're basically gonna just roast your take, see if it's even roastable or not. Maybe it's not even that hot. You know what I mean?
We might
Who
agree
knows?
with it.
We might agree with it, dude. We might agree. The goal is to basically start a huge argument between everybody in our Discord, and whoever comes on top gets a whole cheeseburger. I've already bought the cheeseburger, but it's starting to go bad, so I'm gonna eat it real quick. I'll just buy a new one. That being said, let's get into it, shall we? Links on animesummit.net. Gonna have a good time if you go there. That's where you can join the Discord. If you had joined the Discord before, you could have put your hot take on there. Like I said. Okay. Also, go to the Shopify, animesummit.net, buy a shirt. Get yourself a shirt.
Where you going with that shirt?
Where you going with that
Oh
shirt?
yeah, I wore the Anime Summit shirt to the Dune movie. Saw that the other week. I probably should have taken a picture.
When are you guys doing a Dune cast?
Oh, I don't know. We can do it anytime. Should.
I'm do a Dune cast, dude.
We're a little
Aren't
late
you
on
and
that
Danny
one,
and
but
Nick-
you know.
Aren't you, Danny, and King like really about that shit, or is that just you and King?
That's not me.
Me and King.
Oh,
we're the
Danny doesn't like
Dune-
Dune. I don't know. I don't know
We're
anything
the
about
we're the
Dune.
Dune
So.
Buggies. That's our squad name.
The Dune Buggies. Yeah, dude. But anyway, so our big Plummet of the Summit award show was supposed to be, the voting is happening until the 22nd. I'm still gonna say that the voting cutoff is the 22nd. If you haven't voted, go to the pinned tweet or the pinned announcement in our announcement channels on our Discord and vote for your favorite show in each category or your favorite pick for each category. And we kind of ran into a scheduling hiccup, so it might come out later than we thought, but still vote, still go and do that. And yeah, that'll be great. And we'll have our Plummet of the Summit of the Flummet of the Hummet of the Hummer of the Bummer of the Summer of the Runner award show. It's gonna be good. That being said, I'm gonna pass it out to Nick for the emoji quiz winner and the question of the week. What do you got?
All right. Which one do I do first? Okay, emoji quiz winner.
Emoji
Quiz winner from last week was Kai, and the answer was Arya. Also, people were putting Sailor Moon. It was a boat and a cat. And I'm like, oh, you know what? That could be like sailing, but it wasn't a sailboat. So nice try, everybody. It was Arya. Okay. Good job, Kai. I was yelling in our host chat. I put a bunch of gifs. I'm like, say it, Kai, say it. So good job. Arya, the animation. That was the answer. All right. Who do we got? Question of the week. This is from Gizmo, and he asks, if you were a Jujutsu sorcerer, what would your domain expansion look like?
I feel like this is one of those things that manifests naturally with like your attitude towards life and what you find. What it is in life that you're good at or you find pleasurable, that kind of thing. Given your personality or whatever the fuck, and that's why Sukuna's is like so fucked up and weird. It's like a bunch of bones and shit.
And he's always sitting on top of them.
Yeah. He's sitting on top of corpses because that's what he does, right? And I feel like it's one of those things where like somebody has to tell you. And I remember having this conversation in Project Manga a while ago. And I don't remember if it was one of their apps or if it was like in between takes or something. I don't know what we were doing, but it might have been the episode with Sensei Love. It might have been that one. But they were like, well, Sam would probably just like put you in a Game Boy cartridge and then put you in her Game Boy and then make you go through Mario Land 2.
Oh, that's like a JoJo stand.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Or like it'd be a bunch of Game Boys or something.
This
or
is
whatever.
the same thing as a JoJo stand, isn't it?
No, it's not.
It's like kind of. It kind
It's
of
not
is.
at all
though.
that,
It kind of
at all.
is.
No, it's not. It's literally nothing like that at all.
A domain expansion. So you make a little world. You make a little bubble.
Yes.
Okay. That's kind of a JoJo.
How was that like a JoJo
There's
stand?
a couple stands like that. The Dreaming Baby.
That's a baby.
Yeah.
God damn it, dude. All right. Anyways, I've been told that, and I've also been told, because
I feel like yours would have like a bunch of knives everywhere.
that is literally what the other person said. Except they didn't say knives; they said sharp objects.
Oh, do you
So they
have?
said,
They
like-
they have names for their domain expansions, right?
They have knives, scissors, random pokey things, needles. Yeah, but I think knives is like the funny thing about it because like
Or cats.
it'd be a bunch of
Yeah.
cats or knives probably. Yeah, I'm surprised no one said cats.
Cats with knives. Cats holding knives.
It's just the cats holding knives like. "Meow." They're just diving in.
I have a perfect one.
I think Nick's. I don't know what Nick's.
I know
would
what
be.
mine
He's got
is.
so much eclectic shit happening.
Buckets.
Nope, you're wrong.
Just buckets everywhere.
No, mine is called Tummy Time, and it puts you on your
Oh,
tummy.
no.
You have to fight like that.
And you got to fight like that.
You're weighed down by gravity, but your back is getting nice and stretched.
Danny's would be like. I feel like Danny's would be like. It almost be like, and this is a Jujutsu Kaisen spoiler, by the way. So if you're not reading the manga, but you don't care, it's not really a spoiler to the story. It's a spoiler to one of the characters. But one of his things is, and you have to forgive me because I don't remember if it's actually his domain expansion or just one of his techniques. I think it's his domain though. But he basically plays a visual novel game, and it's like a romance visual novel, and like depending on the ending, like if the guy meets the girl at the subway and catches her before she gets on the bus or the train, and then it boosts his like jujutsu powers like exponentially.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and it's funny because he's like the most like kind of roughish, like jockey looking guy out of all the characters who would have that kind of ability. That's the one he has, and
Sam, do you know if like domain expansions can be like supportive for other sorcerers?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Of course,
I don't
Danny's
think
would be
so.
a support. What are you, a mercy player, Danny?
I feel yes, I am actually. I am a mercy player.
Fuck
No,
that.
but like, because that's what I'm like thinking. Because I mean, even as like me in real life, I mean, my job, like I help.
You're a
people
healer,
and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, I'm a healer. So,
Maybe it would be something like that.
Yours
like,
would be-
you'd have to.
Yours would just be a bunch of those.
please don't say it. Please don't say it.
What are
Please
those
don't say
hammers
it.
called
Whatever you're
that
gonna
like
say,
smack that smack chicken? What are those called? Those
What?
hammers that you use to smash chicken. That's what yours would
Oh.
be, because you're smashing people.
A
Remember that
tenderizer?
video? Remember that video on our Granny MC Snapchat group where Zach like literally was taking a video of me and I was beating the chicken with that hammer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Or you could have like a Play-Doh expansion. It turns them into Play-Doh, and then you can mold them
Why Play-Doh?
because you have magic hands.
No, I feel like Danny's
But I'm not a sculptor.
like
Yeah, but
Danny's
you
is
sculpt
like
I don't-
people.
okay,
No, I
Nick,
don't.
just get out of here. What are you talking
I
about, dude?
don't. What the hell?
No, Danny's would be like she'd have to expand it beyond the people, her allies, and then it would do something to us. Like if me and her were fighting Sukuna, she would expand her domain. It wouldn't affect Sukuna at all. It would affect me.
Right.
Yeah, like so, like, which is kind of like a good thing, but a bad thing. Maybe it like amplifies my reverse curse technique or something. That'd be cool. But like normally
Yeah.
the domain affects the opponent for a sure hit. That's normally what it's
Right.
for.
Or
But, like,
maybe mine can like debuff
yeah,
the
yeah,
opponent or something like that.
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's just like how I am. Like I'm not like the aggressive type. I'm always like I'll support you like from a distance.
Therapy expansion. Six eyes.
Yeah. And I'll just have like six
Yeah.
arms coming out of me.
What about the natural thing?
Yeah.
Good question, Gizmo. Gizmo. Let me ask you the same question, Gizmo. What do you think we would have, and what do you think the other plummet host would have? That's what I want to know. Let me know.
King would have like something to do with bourbon
Or smoking.
or smoking meat or
smoking
something.
meats, yeah. He smokes you.
Yeah.
You're going in the smoker, buddy. Anyways. All right. Waifu and Husbando, Danny.
Waifu is Hatsune Miku, and husbando is Sakaguri.
Sakuragi.
Sakuragi.
From
Who's
Slam
he
Dunk.
from? Oh, it's from Slam Dunk.
Because I'm reading
Okay.
Slam Dunk right now.
Don't you know it from all the
Gotcha.
slam dunk smut Sen's been posting?
Yeah, because
Just a
Sen
bunch
was
of basketball players spread eagle.
we both kind of put it on pause for now, and now we're reading something else. But we were reading that for a while. I like it, man. Slam Dunk is sick. I kind of want to buy all of them, but then it's like 50 volumes or some shit. Let me see.
That's one of the highest selling manga, I think.
31 volumes. So it's not that bad, I guess, considering One Piece has 100 something. But anyway, yeah, Sakuragi's cool, man. All right, as Nick would say. That's what he always does. All right.
Oh god, dude! Every time we drop into Hollywood on Overwatch, I say Hollywood. It's really dumb. We don't drop in. It's not Fortnite, but I had to say dropping so people would get it.
Would get it. Yeah, would get it.
I should play Fortnite, dude. I would destroy those Gen Alphas.
Yeah, there's like a no build version now where you don't do anything.
Yeah, that's exactly why. Because I would suck at building.
Yeah, me too. I feel like I'd suck at that game anyway. Listener hot takes. Okay, there was only a few of you that did it, but you know what? We can do this episode again some other time, and that's fine. We're just gonna go through your guys' hot takes.
We got a healthy handful of questions, or not?
I got a couple.
Hot takes.
I got a couple hot takes too that I think. Actually, they're probably not even that hot, to be honest with you. I don't really have any hot takes actually. Now that I think about it, I don't think they're that hot. I think they're just like. I think most people would agree anyway. Anyways, it doesn't matter. We'll get to it when we get there. Let's just start at the top. And if I'm just gonna read the first one, and then Nick and Danny, if you guys want to read the next, we can go in order. I don't know how you want to do it, but
I say free for all. We jump in and interrupt and yell.
We just jump in, fart, and poop. Yeah, pee wherever you want. Don't even pee in the designated pee corner. You can pee in the other corner if you want to. Who cares? Noxos, shout out Noxos, said for the hot takes, Whisper of the Heart is better than anything Miyazaki directed. Whoa! All right.
Have you seen The Boy and the Heron?
Hold on, dude. Hold on. Whisper of the Heart, man. I'm not saying it's not good.
Here's what I would recommend. Really Noxos, check out the podcast Ghibliotheque. I don't know if it's still up. I think it is.
Ghibliotheque.
Their favorite Ghibli is Whisper of the Heart. And they'll talk your ear off about that one. I wonder if there's like
it does have Baron Humbert.
But Miyazaki didn't direct that. He wrote it.
I know, that's why he was saying better than anything he directed.
He did the screenplay.
Let's see what Medium Ranker has to say. Do we have a ranker?
Well, that's why I think that's why Noxo said better than anything Miyazaki directed. Because this one was a Kondo one.
How is there not a ranker
but I guess
for
Miyazaki
Ghibli
wrote
movies?
it.
Are you kidding me? Or a CBR or something?
Anyways, Nick is gonna go find
fucking
his
Zoomer,
opinion
dude.
somewhere.
Not enough of them have seen it.
But like you know what? That is a pretty hot take. That is pretty spicy. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a little. I think a lot
I
of
haven't
people
seen it, so
it's good.
I don't know.
It's good. It's got my favorite character is Baron Humbert, and you'll understand why really quick.
Oh, Well, this
But yeah,
website
like
has it at 16, kind of in the middle. All right.
honestly, it makes me kind of want to that hot take makes me want to rewatch it, but it's based on a manga, by somebody
So
else. That's
another
all I remember.
website has it at 5.
Okay, Nick is
I'm trying to get an
Nick is
average
getting
so I know
his-
how hot of a take it
he's
is.
getting his opinion from some other website.
Where did
so-
we rank it? Where did we rank it? I ranked it like right in the middle, I think.
I think I ranked it in the middle somewhere
Let's pull up my sheet.
because there's just other ones I like
Keep
better.
talking. Keep vamping.
But I don't know. Anyways, that's a pretty spicy take, I think. Considering Danny's reaction, I
don't know. After seeing Miyazaki's latest film, like The Boy and the Heron, like that one is really good. I really enjoyed that
Ooh,
one.
that had mixed reviews. Not everyone liked it. It won the Oscar
well,
though for
whatever.
animation this year.
It did win the Oscar.
To be
so
fair, the
that's saying
competition
something.
wasn't so hot, but yeah. I'm just kidding.
And also I mean I haven't seen Whisper of the Heart just yet, so I can't really
If you like the song Country
give, like, a
Road, you'll
full-
like that movie.
Okay, anyway.
They sing it in the movie.
I can't really give like a full on opinion about this hot take.
Medium
okay.
take from
But-
Danny. I ranked it.
Howl's Moving Castle is forever going to be my favorite.
See, Danny likes
I
all
don't
these
care.
mixed review movies. Look at that. I respect it. I ranked it at 14 out of the 20 that I saw. I think I've seen like 21 or 22 at this point. So, yeah, I'd say it's a little bit of a hot take. A little spicy.
pretty hot, a little spicy.
Anyway, Gibliotheque. Listen to that podcast. They love that movie.
Okay. Kai Clear and Sweet said, I've got a couple, but the one I feel passionate about is anime that deliberately tried to make the viewer feel bad. Negative media is bold, inspired and often really high quality fiction, but audiences in the West, especially anime fans, do not understand how to consume it or appreciate it at all. Most people don't want to be challenged by the tough questions and situations raised in these stories. There are too many power fantasies and power fantasy fans in anime. Instead, I encourage you to watch shows like Mawaru Penguin Drum, Scum's Wish, School Days, Flowers of Evil, Wonder Egg Priority. They will upset you and offend you, make you a better person.
Yeah, Flowers of
That
Evil will
is-
offend me. I agree. Disgusting. Ugly. Whoa!
That is, and you know what? I agree with it, and I also agree that it is a somewhat hot take. That's true. I think people will look at these shows like Mawaru Penguin Drum and Scum's Wish and think, oh, this is some romance bullcrap drama that I don't care about. They'll look at School Days and be like, this is some troll bullcrap. They'll look at Wonder Egg Priority at a very, very, very minimal glance and be like, oh, this is just some like girl shit, girl problems.
I actually think a non-anime fan, out of the ones that Kai listed, a normie would like School Days the most out of that whole list by far, because it's like a reality show.
That's true.
It's like fucking Bachelor or some shit.
That's true.
They would probably like. Okay, I'm gonna rank what they would like the least. Probably Penguin Drum or Wonder Egg Priority, because those are the weirdest ones. Oh, no. Just kidding. Flowers of Evil. It's the ugliest one. They would like that the least. Then Wonder Egg and Penguin Drum. Then Scum's Wish and School Days. That's the ranking of normiedom right there. I'm gonna rank stuff this episode.
How do you know?
Because I know, Danny. I've seen normies.
How do you
I've
know
seen them
though? You've seen them?
a couple times.
That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything.
This is a medium take.
How do you
no, this is a
know-
hot take.
How do you
Wait.
know? How do you know a non-anime person will?
I'm
would
ranking.
rank
I'm
those
just ranking. I'm
shows
on a ranking
that
mood,
way?
Danny.
But I'm just asking how do you know that they would do that? How do you
Because
know
it's
that
the
that
least
they would,
accessible
like,
to the most
how do you
accessible.
know that they would enjoy School Days more than any of those
Because it's
other
the most
shows?
accessible. That's why.
No, it's not.
Yeah, huh?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No.
Uh-huh.
Keep going. You got something else other than that?
Yeah. I don't have anything else.
I'm just saying, like, I don't think a non-anime person would enjoy School Days.
No, not everybody. I'm saying like if you polled 100 people, most of them wouldn't like most of those shows, but they would like more of them would like School Days. You know what I mean? Like If they had to
about
if they had to
that.
rank choice these shows, School Days would be at the top.
I don't believe that.
But yeah, that's
I'm
not
sorry,
what
I
Kai's
don't.
question was, or hot take. I mean, he doesn't like power fantasies. I don't know.
Well, we
I think
already know
most
that
people.
Kai doesn't like power
Let's see.
fantasies. So
The
Yeah,
problem
I
is the
think- I think-
Westerners. We're too Disneyfied. We need our happy endings and sparkles.
Disneyfied. I know. I think Kai is also speaking to like his taste because he likes having these kinds of discussions, not whether it's about anime or not. You know what I mean? So like,
I think anime
but I still
fans
think
like
it's
the
a-
depressing shit more than normies, though, because we're all fucking fucked
Yeah.
up.
I don't know. It
I don't
depends,
know.
yeah.
There are some non-anime people who literally listen to fucking true crime podcasts and
That's-
fall asleep to that.
Are you talking about yourself, Danny?
No, I'm talking about other people
Danny,
too.
don't say people.
She's talking about true
It's
crime.
women. It's women. Women listen to true crime. That's the thing. All right,
I am not going to just
boys.
go to one
Men
gender.
are, what is it? Men are from
Anybody-
no, women are
anybody-
from true crime. Men are from Joe Rogan.
You okay? I'm sorry, but you are wrong. You are
Rogan.
incorrect.
Oh,
Like
God.
there are
There
are
losing in
men
that situation.
who do. Okay, I'm done with you, Nick. Like I'm not gonna get into this argument.
One of the true crime podcasts that Trisha listens to, the host is a guy, and he's really
yeah,
cool.
I was literally
yeah,
just about
no,
to say
I didn't
that.
say. Okay.
Yeah,
I was generalizing, Danny.
he's-
That's my hot take.
that's just Nick's bad gender take for.
I mean, we could
His
look up the
heteronormative
numbers
gender
on
take
true
of the week.
crime and see what the numbers are. But
Anyways, his name is Hunter, and I want to give a shout out to him because he's really
have
cool.
we checked his
And-
laptop though? That's the. Okay, I'm done.
Don't
I'm
start.
kidding. I'm kidding.
He's going through a rough time right now, and he's really cool. So, and shout out to his cat. His cat's name is Vincent Valentine.
Nice.
Anyways, Kai, I get you. I think that there's quite a bit of us that would agree with you, but I still think, in general, that is somewhat of a hot take. I think there are some people who would read that and be like, well, "That's stupid. Blah, 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 blah. You're just trying to be all deep and shit." Which, like, yeah, maybe. But if you guys know who Kai is and you watch his content, you'll realize like that's like literally what he does as a hobby. Is like he breaks things down and kind of like peels back the layer so for people to understand. You know what I mean?
He did a really good presentation at Otakon last year about criticism and stuff. It's
Yeah.
on his YouTube channel. Kai Clear and Sweet. GodIsALolly.com. There you go, Kai. You got your plug.
Clear and sweet. God is a lolly. Whoa, that's a whiplash right there.
Kai owes us fucking $15 million, dude. Goddamn.
Kai's like, no, you don't understand
Um,
the deeper meaning behind it.
Yeah.
It's marketing, Kai. You gotta market better.
Here's one from King
Hold on.
of
By the
Television
way, I
from
looked
Plummet.
it up.
Here we
True
go.
crime, 75% women listeners.
Oh.
75%.
Oh God,
Who
Nick, get a
cares?
hobby.
Who cares? We're moving on.
Maybe I'll start listening to the true crime as my hobby. So how about that?
King
I'm gonna
Alright.
make it 26%. Let's go.
King's hot take. Butsureba, the story of a man turned into a pig, was more interesting than anything else that came out of fall 2023. Not better, but more interesting. The pig learned how to dance and love. Suck it, Freerin.
He didn't even spell Freeman
That's
right. He
fucking-
spelled it wrong. You disrespect.
It's fucking funny.
Terrible.
Man. I'm not even gonna touch it. It's too hot. It's really funny.
It's hotter than the sun.
I can tell that King is like, I can't tell if he's actually like trolling, but I don't think so. 'Cause, like,
Oh,
No, King
I
likes
mean,
the
honestly,
trash. He lives in it.
he really does. I
there's
think
a
ever
reason why
since
he's on the
I
planet.
ever
think he
since
legitimately
he-
enjoys
yeah.
it more. I mean, in his mind, he likes it more. That's fine. That's fine.
ever
Yeah.
since he they established the plummet, like King has been on like the trash heap. I mean,
Yeah.
even in club, like he's like he's laughing at like the most serious things. Like when we're reading Blood on the Tracks, and like that manga is like
it's really fucked up.
really fucked up. Yeah. And everybody in club is like just laughing at like really fucked up shit. So
a lot of yeeting going on in that manga. We'll leave it at that.
oh, so much eating.
fucking King will be like, King is like into One Piece, and King is like, he understands the cultural themes and like the themes of like fascism and things like that in One Piece. But then we'll turn around and like be like, Budareba's 10 out of 10 is a great show, it's better than That's what's
It's
really
a
like.
simple story with
what's
a
really-
strong message.
That's what's really funny about King, though. Hot take, I like it. It's pretty hot. The second Freeman part, that's a little. you
That's a
gotta slow down
little
bit.
too hot. Okay, well,
You're a
unless you're talking
little-
about the
you're-
dojins, you know.
You put a little bit too much of that yucateco sauce on.
Here, I'm gonna fix this
and,
misspelling. I can't stand this. God
Sasuke,
damn it.
I can't
There we
taste my
go.
tacos.
I spelled it right on the sheet.
Okay, here's one from longtime Discord member and Sexy Summit Squad member, Zayla. A hot take of
Is
mine.
it Zayla or Zella? Have I been saying it wrong the whole time?
I've been saying it both ways, like a bisexual. I don't know if he cares whether or
Zayla.
not, but, like, Zayla.
Let's just pronounce it.
What if
completely
it's actually?
different.
What if it's actually like Chinese?
Yeah, it's like
it's actually Jaula.
Jaula, dude. What if it is?
Dude, shout out Jaula. Well, it's just funny.
Well, what if
like,
it actually used to be Twitterla, and now it's Zella?
Oh, that's true.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, what is Zayla's?
A hot
take.
take of mine. The power of friendship isn't as bad or lazy as a lot of folks make it out to be. It's all about how it's framed and executed. For example, I think that Fairy Tail and Black Clover are two examples of anime and manga that do it right. It's not just about, oh, my friends is a danger, time for a power up. It's about what the relationships mean to the character experiencing the moment. It's why Urza is at her strongest
Ezra.
when she.
Ezra.
No, Urza. This is Urza.
Oh
It's
shit!
Urza.
I read that wrong. Never mind.
He's talking about Fairy Tail.
I'm thinking
yeah,
of
Urza.
I'm thinking of Urza from Magic. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
Oh, Urza, yeah, she's hot. Her strongest when she wears her clear heart clothing, the outfit with the red hakama and chest wrappings. Urza has experienced a ton of trauma in her life before joining the Fairy Tail Guild, and because of it, she wears armor like a security blanket. It makes her feel safe and secure. A lot of Urza's re-equip armors have serious defensive features, whereas the clear heart clothing has no defensive features.
Let me just
It
say,
effectively symbolizes.
I appreciate that Zella used a semicolon in this paragraph. Good job. Most people are not that
Okay,
confident.
anyways, it effectively symbolizes that the love that Urza has for her found family in Fairy Tail and gives her the courage and strength to shed her armor, shed her defenses, and devote everything she has to protecting the people that she loves. In Black Clover, every member of the Black Bull sees Asta, a poor kid from the boonies that has no magic, who always tries his hardest in the face of insurmountable odds, and wants to stop looking at themselves as screw-ups and outcasts, and genuinely apply themselves to being magic knights to better themselves. Yeah, I mean, that's... So you're saying, but basically what you're saying is, and you've given two examples from Fairy Tail and Black Clover, that the power of friendship is not lazy writing. It's just how it's done. It's just if it's done well, then it's done well. That's yeah. That's a
What
great-
are
Sounds
bad
like- I
examples
don't
of
know.
this? I'm trying. What are like some bad examples of power of friendship? Let's.
I
Find
guess the
those.
most and I wouldn't say it's necessarily bad, but I guess the most basic example would be there's the fact that when Frieza killed Krillin, that's what triggered Goku to become a Super Saiyan the first time.
Oh yeah, I guess. So okay, people don't
Um,
like Fairy Tail. Let's see.
When
I think Fairy Tail's the meme answer of like uses it too much. But Zella
well,
liked it, so
which is funny because Zella's speaking on one specific instance in Fairy Tail where Urza has an armor that is like not very defensive at all, but it makes her really powerful because of she's able to like let go of whatever. It's more than meets the Pacho, you know what I mean? Which is like, I guess that's a good example of it. I guess it's funny because Dragon Ball does that a lot. Dragon Ball reuses that thing every time. Even in the latest arc, in the superhero arc, they do that, and it's what makes Gohan go to like his next form or whatever. And they do it in the Cell Saga, when Gohan goes to Super Saiyan 2. They do it when Vegeta becomes a Super Saiyan for the first time.
it's a lot of shonen.
explains
really.
how-
I think it's mostly in shonen.
I mean, in Naruto, it was a lot
Maybe
of
some
like
shoujo.
training
Shoujo
and
has
shit.
it too, like magical girl shows. Like Sailor Moon has a
Yeah,
lot of that.
in Naruto, it was a lot of training and shit. And then there was the one instance, obviously, like when he fought Sasuke, that for real that first time. But like,
My Hero Academia.
My Hero Academia was like,
Deku is like power of mentorship, kind of.
it's in My Hero
I'm not caught
it's
up,
kind of
but-
weird because like nothing really, there's nothing. The power of friendship kind of manifested itself in a weird way, and this last season that kind of happened where like they were trying to get Deku to like stop like doing stuff by himself, and so they tried to fight him or whatever, and it wasn't like a power up against some villain or whatever. It was like, I mean, but that did happen when he was fighting the one guy. But I mean, I guess Zayla, I think what I'm trying to say is, I think I agree with you, and I think that is kind of a maybe like a more in-depth take, maybe not super hot, but a nice in-depth, warm take.
Oh, Pokemon.
I mean, it's kinda hot.
Pokemon kind of does this.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, Pokemon
Pokemon's
does
big
do
on
this
that,
too.
actually. Pokemon, actually,
think-
Pokemon
yeah, I
might be
think-
the most bullshit. Because Ash is like, Pikachu, you can beat Sandshrew. I believe in you. And it's like, no, Pikachu would get fucking stopped. He has a tight
Okay,
disadvantage.
but wait now. Pikachu at this point is like level 50
I'm
million.
talking back. Anyway. You know what I mean?
You know, back in the day. That's
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
yeah.
back in the day. When he was level 2 or some bullshit. I think, Zayla, I think that's it's getting close to hot. It's pretty hot. Because I think there is a lot of viewers out there. I think even Kai included will tell you. Well, actually, maybe Kai won't say that. I think Kai agrees with you too, actually. I was going to say, Kai maybe just, because Kai likes magical girl shows where they do that too. But I think Kai would agree that it does depend on how you do it too. So, yeah, I'd say it's a pretty good. What do you guys think? I'm talking too much. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
Well, yeah, if they make it overly simple, if they're like, I'm going to win because of my friends, and then they win, that's pretty lame.
yeah.
But,
yeah.
you know, if there's a whole story behind it and they're helping each other out and, you know, and it makes sense, then fine. That's cool.
Yeah.
What about Avatar: The Last Airbender? Do they have a lot of that going on? A little bit. They kind of worked as a team. That wasn't really. I don't know if that was power of friendship.
I rewatched the fight with Azula the other day, and I'm like, God damn it, dude. This fight is so good.
But not the live action Azula. The live action
Not the live
actress,
action, no.
She's just taking a paycheck, but she did not look anything like Azula. I'm just saying.
I guess in Dragon Ball Super in the Tournament of Power arc, they do that too, where it's like Goku's friends are about to get, blown up or whatever at one point, and Goku gets super mad, and he's like, "I won't let you hurt my friends," and then he gets like he goes crazy, and that part was kind of cool, and it did kind of manifest itself in how that fight concluded. So I think that's a good time when Dragon Ball did do it, in my opinion. But otherwise, Dragon Ball does repeat it too much and whatever. But Dragon Ball is like the epitome of basic shonen tropes, right? Because
Yeah, well, it was one of the earlier ones. So
yeah. So anyways, let's move on. But I mean, yeah, I
you
think
can
that's
apply it to
that's a
sports
good take.
anime. A lot of sports anime. So
You could, yeah. I think that's a good take. Maybe not too hot.
Kuriko's basketball centers. That's like the center of Kuriko's basket.
is it the center or the
power of
forward?
friendship.
Or perhaps the
Oh,
guard?
God.
It's both.
All right. Blaze said, hot take. That movie Akira is all right. Got halfway through it, but I respect it for what it was in its prime, like respecting an elder, but it's not his time anymore. They couldn't make the anime made today back then.
Well, guess what, buddy? They're redoing it, and it's
what?
gonna be a
Oh, they're doing
series.
a TV show. Okay, at least it's a show, not a movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a really hot take, number one. Number two.
I'm going to agree with them.
Oh, man. No, I disagree.
The animation is 10 out of 10, but the story is kind of, and like it's too long, and the characters are kind of suck, some of them.
Wow. No.
Doesn't
No
hold up.
way.
as well as
Someone-
some of the
okay.
other modern
as someone who like we read Akira, like that was our
Yeah, he's
very
talking about the movie
first
though.
manga
about the
that
movie,
we
Danny.
read for manga
We're not
club.
talking about the manga. We're talking about the movie.
But you're talking about the story though.
I'm talking about the movie.
The story is not long, but the story in the movie isn't long. It's not even half of it.
Feels long.
What are you talking about?
2 hours and
How's
4
it
minutes for an
long?
animated movie? Please.
Dude, regular fucking movie media is now 2 hours.
Yeah, well.
That is what you see in movies nowadays.
Wasn't Toy Story like 2 hours? The first Toy Story?
I don't know. It was better though.
Pretty sure it was.
Toy Story was fun.
To
No,
infinity
the
and
first
beyond
Toy
your
Story
mother's
was an
ass.
hour 17, dude. Holy shit. That's
Oh,
a
never mind.
movie, okay? That's a movie. Let's look at Wall-E.
Toy Story 4 which is the latest one, is an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah,
don't
they're
get
all
why they
shorter
made a
than
fourth
Akira.
one. The
Akira's
third one
way
was
too
so
long. Akira's
good.
way too long, dude. Some of these anime movies are too long.
Okay. I'll say, okay.
Wall-E felt like a
So-
long time, and that was an hour 38.
Wally.
I still
What I'm
haven't
trying
seen
to say is
Flory,
this.
so I can't watch that one yet, but, you know.
Oh my god. I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. Oh man.
Elemental, which is the latest Pixar Disney film that came out, is an hour and 42
Yeah,
minutes.
all of these shorter than Akira. 2 hours and 4 minutes. That's insane. Too long
But
of
you
a
also
movie.
have to remember that Akira isn't for children.
Yeah, well, maybe it should
Akira
be.
is for adults.
Maybe it should be. Hey, Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell. Let's
So-
look that one up. That's
Dear Lord Sharon.
Ghost in the
Okay,
Shell.
anyways,
Hour
let's get back to
23.
Blaze's
Hour
Take It.
23. That's for adults. Okay. I don't have the
Here's the
attention
thing,
for 2
I don't-
hours, Danny.
Okay. So you're saying that maybe Blaze only got halfway through because it was too long?
It was too
I think
slow.
that's bogus.
I don't believe that.
And the
He said he
characters
only
were
got
a
halfway
little bit
through.
ugly because of the 80s designs.
He didn't say why he only got halfway through. He just said he only got halfway through. What?
I
I
want to
agree
know
with Blaze.
why.
Nick and Blaze
you-
versus the world.
Oh my
I
god.
want to know why you couldn't get through it. Did you fall asleep during it? Could you not get
Did you have to
into
poop?
the
Because it's
story?
slow.
Did you have to poo?
No, you know why? Because it's too cyberpunky. It's too 80s. I can
No,
handle
dude,
a little bit of
Nick.
80s, you know?
You guys
You gotta only look at the
are
best
the
parts
biggest
of it.
bullshitters.
If you delve
No.
too deep into the grime, then it's like,
Okay.
where's
I
the
will say
Wi-Fi?
this.
Come on.
I will say this. I agree that that's a hot take. I disagree with the take. What do you guys think? Nick agrees.
Well, yeah, it's obviously a hot take. Everybody
But Nick-
sucks
but you
Akira's
agree with the
nuts,
take.
bro.
But you agree with the take, is what you're saying.
I'm saying as a piece of entertainment now, it's not as good as a lot of other anime movies. I would put like a dozen anime movies over it easily. Easily. I'm taking this take farther. It was influential. It was a bedrock. Fine. We've done better now. I have made better anime movies now.
I can make you a bad right, girl. No, you haven't. When?
I made Redline. Okay, trust me.
You did not.
Oh my god.
I was
That's
the
not what
model for
happened.
JP. Sweet JP.
Oh god.
All right. We should move on.
Anyways,
that was a good hot take.
Hunter
Good hot
Tane.
take. I agree.
good hot take.
Ooh.
Hunter Tane said, hot take. Modern day shonen is the weakest genre of anime. It's just the most successful to casual international audiences.
Ooh.
I don't think that's a-
I
I don't think that's
disagree.
a-
I disagree. Horror is the weakest genre.
I was gonna say I don't know if I don't know if the take is hot itself, because I think there's quite a few otaku who say the same thing. But I do disagree. I do disagree that it's not the weakest.
Horror's worse. Probably like kids animes because I'm not a kid, so children's.
I mean, let's. I'm gonna say this right now. Kids anime nowadays is not the cool, not the same as when we were kids.
Isekai. You're saying shonen is worse than isekai? Ooh,
Well, you
I don't
have
know
to
about
remember
harem.
that the
Ooh, I don't know.
anime that we were watching when we were kids was Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Beyblades, Digimon,
as millennials, yes.
all that kind of stuff. Like,
Pokemon.
I'm pretty sure there isn't, unless there's like a huge like revolution of like kind of something that's similar to Pokemon that
Pokemon's still
will
going.
be out for
It's
kids.
still
Like
going.
kids today are still gonna watch Pokemon.
Yeah.
You know, that's just gonna be a thing. But if you're talking about, the kids shows that are in Japan, I mean, obviously they're going to be the weakest because kids in Japan are watching it.
Oh yeah, I'm
Kids
saying like as
in the West
an
aren't
adult,
watching
the
that.
children's entertainment would be the weakest for me. But I don't even
Right,
really
yeah.
count
Because
that.
it's
I don't
not
even-
for
I know,
you.
exactly.
It's not for
Okay,
you.
not counting that. Okay, we got horror, we got isekai, we have I would say a lot of the harem stuff is pretty weak. What else?
I mean,
There's other genres that are weaker
harem-
than shonen, is what I'm trying to say.
harem has developed. It has definitely declined compared to like the 90s and the early 2000s.
Well, it's evolving in weird ways, but yeah, horror's a week. We gotta say,
Well,
horror's a week.
because everybody like they have to not make it creepy. So I mean, I didn't watch it, but I know like 100 Girlfriends or whatever that one.
Oh, you would like
was.
that one, maybe.
Like
That's funny.
a lot of people have been talking about that one is a really good harem. So, yeah, so I like for harem, I think like 100 Girlfriends would probably be the most decent harem anime for today, like for modern anime.
I'd put horror and isekai below shonen. Like if
I
we're
would
talking
say
on
horror is
average,
definitely-
on average.
Yeah, I think horror is definitely very tricky to do in anime in particular. I mean, like
Yaoi and
Dark
Yuri.
Gathering was pretty creepy, but like I didn't.
I like
finish
Dark Gathering. That
because
was one of the few
it
horrors I liked.
wasn't. But did you finish it?
Not yet. I'm gonna try.
You're
For
not.
me, the
finish it.
weakest one. For me, the
I don't
weakest
count
is
that.
Yaoi,
I
'cause
don't-
I just don't watch Yaoi.
I mean, that's the thing too. Is like, are we like? Everyone's got different tastes, right? Like we've always said on this podcast that like the more diverse people's tastes are, like the better community we'll have together as like a whole thing, right? That being said, I mean, I will say that there are people out there are like anime watchers out there who are stuck in that like
There are people that only specifically watch shonen
or
Yeah.
watch the mainstream stuff is what I mean.
Yes.
Like yeah.
Yes.
And
yes.
so-
Hey, if that's what they like,
so-
that's fine.
And that's fine. That's totally fine.
They should just specify, be
But-
like, I'm a shonen fan. You're
Well,
not an
you know-
anime fan because you're not watching fucking Rakugo Shinjo. You're watching My Hero Academia or something, or Bleach or whatever.
what I'm trying to say, and that's kind of what I was trying to say too. Nick was like, I think, and I've said this. I when I was doing the podcast with King, the creator spotlight, we were talking about stuff. I was like, I think that's kind of me and Nick and Danny's job to kind of like push people's buttons and keep reviewing all these random ass things out here. There was one person, I think it was Blaze actually, who said it. Blaze was like, "Why do you guys keep reviewing all this old stuff? You guys suck or whatever." And he didn't say it like that. I'm just kidding. But like, it's just like because we just keep reviewing. We're just picking random things because we want. Number one, we want to watch. them,
Dude,
'cause
by
we
the
haven't
way,
seen it.
Night on the Galactic Railroad, that was good timing for Toriyama. He was the other cat, and we were the other cat.
That's a good point.
Everybody
true.
stand respectfully. Thinking of the emoji.
Yeah.
now.
But like, because we want people to know what's out there, right? It's kind of like we want to be an eclectic podcast. We don't want to just be like, oh, anyway. So how about that latest episode of Bunghole Stray Dogs or whatever? You know what I mean? Like just like it just like we.
Oh, that's the
you know,
weakest
if you want us
genre.
to
Butthole Stray Dogs.
I've always said this too. If you want us to review something in particular, don't be afraid to just say it. Just be like, hey, can you guys review this? And then we'll find a way to work it in.
Oh, you know what's
that being
worse? You know what's
said-
worse? Food anime.
Okay, here we go.
Except for Shokugeki. But like miss me with that shit.
Nick hates food, everyone.
Fuck food.
Unless it's
All the
brown.
best food is brown anyway.
Jeremy Thunderstrike said, hot take. I'm not sure how hot of a take this is, but I'd be fine if we had a significantly fewer anime coming out each year, as opposed to the dozens and dozens of shows we normally get. Every year we get a good chunk of bangers, but along with that we get boatloads of shows that are just kind of there and are immediately forgotten about after a week. I'm grateful that the anime industry is getting bigger, and that's why we're getting so many shows. But at the same time, I feel less shows would put a little bit less stress on the animators, and I feel like it would make creators get way more creative if less seasonal shows means more stuff like Sunny Boy or Skate Infinity, and less shit like I was reincarnated as a DJ Khaled while he was golfing. I'd be all right with that. I don't know if Jeremy's seen Sunny Boy. Have you seen Sunny Boy, dude? I don't
That's
remember.
not
But
a
anyways,
Jeremy show at all.
I was gonna say I don't know if he's seen
I
Sunny
mean,
Boy.
maybe you see that.
I think he watched. I think he watched Skate. I think he did. But anyways, no, I think.
I think people were talking about Skate quite a lot.
Dude, I like Skate.
I don't think Skate like went under the rug when it came out.
Not for our Discord,
Like-
but maybe for other people.
maybe yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of people on Twitter were talking about it too. But then again, I wasn't like heavily on Twitter like I am now when Skate came out, I think.
Well,
But
and I don't think Jeremy's saying that. I think he was just saying that as an example of like
but first of all, though,
more shows like this would come out.
I don't appreciate the Birdie Wing hate. Okay,
The Bernie Wing hate.
he's hating on golfing, and that's, Birdie Wing could have
I
been a
will
little
say
better,
this,
but
Jeremy.
still, it's fun.
I will say this, Jeremy. I don't think that take is. I don't
I
think that.
kind of agree with him.
Oh
I know,
yeah,
I
that's
agree.
a lukewarm take. Like there's too much crap
Yeah.
coming out.
It's a lukewarm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lukewarm, but I agree. Yeah, I agree with it. I think a lot of people would agree with you.
There's too many isekais and like just like copy paste anime.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like a lot of this anime is written by AI. Like I don't know, or at least the
remember when
premise
Nick-
is by AI.
I remember when Nick started doing that. Like it was like 4 or 5 years ago. He just started yelling. He was like, "There's too many shows, shit." And I was just like, "Calm down." And he was like, "No, seriously, there's too many shows every season. Like, how do you watch all of it?" I was like, "That's a good point. I have no fucking idea."
I could. I don't have a GF. I don't have shit. I'm still not doing that.
I think I should.
I'm still not watching that many shows. Like that's too many.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Ain't
But
nobody.
yeah,
got
no,
time
I
for
think
that.
I think it's a pretty warm take. It's not super hot, but we'd all agree with you. I think, at least the three of us here would absolutely.
I don't know if that would make the
Zila,
other shows
again.
better. I mean, I feel like it might, but
Oh, true. Yeah, you don't know.
I mean, they don't pay their animators enough. Okay, that's separate thing. Separate thing. All right.
But no, yeah, true. That's you open up a can of worms, man. It's a lot of worms.
I don't know how the economics of that would work because, like, if they're, my question is how, like, all the shows that come out, how are they making money on all of? They can't be making money on most of them. Most of them have to be losing money. So why do they keep making so many? I want to know why that happens. I guess they can make them
Right.
relatively cheap, and they just hope something hits. And if one hits, it pays for the rest or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Just throwing crap shooting, whatever.
throw numbers out there. The next one is from Zayla again. Hot take: guilty pleasure is a BS phrase that folks use to relieve themselves of feeling bad about liking something that isn't in vogue. It delegitimizes your enjoyment and love of a piece of media. Absolutely. Let's stop the what's your guilty pleasure anime, whatever. I think that's a pretty.
What
hot
about
take.
this? Would you say, let's say like the Kenshin author? They got like nabbed for like child porn or whatever.
For
Would you
CP,
consider
yeah.
that a guilty pleasure because you feel guilty liking something created by a bad person?
Oh, that's a good question.
How about that, huh? Huh?
I think Zayla just means more of like.
Yeah, I know. That's not the same thing. That's just like
Okay. Yeah.
separating
Okay.
the
Yeah.
art and
yeah.
artist.
No, I think and you know what? I used to be like that too. I used to kind of be like, oh god, like you're one of those people who has all these girly anime figures and whatever, right? I think it wasn't until like I came out as trans where I was kind of more comfortable with like telling people about what I was into and things like that. And also too, like I got made fun of a lot for like saying certain things about anime and comics and things like when I was a kid. They'd be like, "Oh, who cares? Sam, who cares? You're a nerd. We're talking about Call of Duty Modern Warfare right now. Okay, just fuck off. Nobody cares." And I'm like,
We're
okay,
watching
weird.
the
You're weird.
football game.
We're talking about Lord of the Rings Special Edition Volume 2.
Oh,
okay,
hold
sure.
on. Put some respect on Lord of the Rings, please.
Hey, I love Lord of the Rings too.
Yeah,
It's just like, come on, dude, we've talked about it for 15 years already. Come on,
Yeah, let's keep talking about
Putting
it.
Peter
They still
Jackson.
haven't beat. Still nothing better's come out since then. Just saying.
I still haven't seen Lord of the Bracelet.
All right.
That's a Nick joke. I did really bad. I did a really bad Nick joke there.
That was
no,
good, though.
Yeah, it was a good attempt. It just
Good try. You got a lot to learn.
It didn't stick the landing. But no, you know what, Zayla? I kind of agree. Like, it wasn't until recently where I kind of like the last 3 or 4 years where I'm kind of just like, you know what? I am going to spend $100 some on this figure. You know what? I am going to buy that manga about the girl who does karate naked. You know what I mean? Like, just like
what about like the the lolly show debate shows that are like, it's not actually porn or whatever, but it's like Fate, Collide Isma or what? God damn it, I can't.
Fate
Callia Prisma, yeah. Fate, yeah.
Kaleidoscope.
Yeah, Fate Kaleidoscope. What about stuff like that? You know, I feel like that would be a guilty
Prisma,
pleasure.
yeah.
I'm not going to advertise that I watch that to like normies. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Or like Made in Abyss,
yeah.
maybe. Oh, that one's a little more mainstream, but
I definitely wouldn't. I feel like within our community, I have no.
I'm saying if you go,
You know,
if you
I
go out
think-
and about, you know.
If I go on a first date and they're like, "Hey, do you?"
I
what's
like
your favorite
Fate.
anime? I'm not gonna tell them. Fate. Oh yeah. Fate. Oh yeah. It's so good. I love it. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Anyways, no, so I, you know what though? Like I do feel less ashamed about that kind of stuff. And,
Yeah. I would say this. I would say, Noxos, don't feel ashamed for liking Whisper of the Heart. You know, that's your guilty pleasure.
yeah, exactly. Well, yeah,
I'm trying
no,
to jab at Noxos.
that's one of those things. Maybe you could. I mean, Noxos. Better advice would be, don't consider that a hot take. Maybe consider that an opinion of the Noxos kind. I don't know.
And Sam, I mean,
But-
you should not feel guilty for liking Akira. That's your guilty pleasure right there.
The fuck is wrong with you? I'm gonna beat your ass. But yeah, no, I get that. Robot.
I stayed at a
said,
Robot
hot
Inn
take.
Express last night.
Hot robot.
Or I have a Marriott whatever. I don't know. It looks like Marriott.
Oh, robot. Robot said, hot take, Food Wars plot is actually pretty good. It is.
Oh, see,
It is
you know,
good.
I kind of half agree. It's like the
Dude,
one
it is
good food
because
show.
like it's like they go to this academy and then every fucking season they're discovering some new crazy shit. Like,
yeah.
oh, it turns out that the director's the wife's son's friend's doctors, and he actually was gonna corrupt the school with his culinary
Turns out there's
butt
a
juice.
shitload of nepotism. The whole show is nepotism.
And it's like some shady shit going on. Through the world of food, everyone will only taste Le Cordon Bleu instead of Le Cordon Fleu.
Instead of Le
I don't know,
Cordon
so-
Bleu.
Instead of people making tres leches cake, they'll eat millefeuille. Millefeuille. How do you pronounce that? It's like a dessert. It's like French
I have
people.
no idea. We got to
Anyways.
get Mike on. He's Canadian.
Yeah. Mike is actually like German, so yeah, I don't know. Gizmo's German. No, I agree with you, Robot. It's just the last season was just kind of like unnecessary. It was kind of weird. But I think the last season wasn't unnecessary. I think it was cool because you got to learn about, you got to see like Soma's mom or whatever. But I don't know. Anyways, Noxos again. More recent hot take from me. Dangers of My Heart is a better romance show than nearly any one set in high school, college I can think of, which is kind of fucking bonkers to me. Seriously, don't sleep on it just because it's set in middle school and the characters are appropriately awkward and clueless. I agree.
Noxos blink
I think
twice
that-
if Zella is right behind you.
Yeah. Dude, no. Dangers of My Heart is so
Dude, I
good.
gotta
It's-
rewatch this. Like, I remember liking it, but everyone is just praising it so highly. I'm like, did I miss something? Like, I liked it, but
It literally, the first
I'm gonna
couple episodes
rewatch
is a
it.
little
I gotta
slow,
rewatch it.
But then once it
No,
gets
I
in
finished
and
the
you
first
see the
season. I
characters
finished the
turn-
first core or whatever. So.
Oh man, what?
I don't know.
what
I
do
gave
you
it like a
for
6. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
Oh my god, Nick,
Like, that was pretty good. Everyone's
It's
like,
so
oh my
good.
god.
it's so good.
That's the one
Yeah,
where the guy
dude.
wants
No,
to
I
kill
agree.
the girl, right?
He's got like violent tendencies because he's like very emo and yeah.
Yeah, he's
and
a
he
short
was like,
king.
nothing would
He's
be
a
more
short king.
pleasurable than me killing the most popular girl ever. But then as he gets to know her, it's like, whatever. And really, he's kind of discovering, is like, am I really this violent person, or am I just putting this on?
No, he's
because
clearly not, because he hasn't done it.
Yeah, he's like, I got these layers of defensivism because I'm defensive because people used to poop on my deck or whatever.
People used to yeet me off mountains.
Anyways, they used to yeet babies off mountains.
Aren't we right about that, Danny? Where's Danny?
Danny's
Danny's just
Danny,
chilling.
Danny, did you like Food Wars?
Food Wars? I mean, I liked it until that weird guy showed up with the hat and he wanted to like sabotage everything and stuff. I didn't really care for oh god, what's her name? The main the god tongue. What's her name?
Arena. Oh, that's my favorite girl.
Yeah. I mean, I like her, okay? I like her, but I didn't like that they made her like the president of the school, and I'm just like,
I did. More power, and she should stomp on
she's in
me.
high school. Why is she the president now all of a sudden? I don't
thought
understand.
that, is it like
she
a
still
student
has to
council president or
graduate.
something? Oh, they
No,
literally
like they made her the president.
Well, yeah, nepotism.
Literally, they made her the
Yeah.
president of the school.
She was rich, Danny.
I
It's
didn't-
fine.
Whatever. I didn't like that whole thing. I mean, I thought it was cool that we got to see Soma's mom and stuff because she was like non-existent the majority of the show. Yeah, the later half of Food Wars is okay. First half, I can't remember the number of the seasons and stuff. The beginning was great. I mean, that was different. That
Yeah,
was fucking
Soma was like a
different. It's all,
hot.
like,
He was just
fucking
like
making food
he
sexual.
was bragging. I like
so-
that he bragged, and then he like claimed that he was the best. He wasn't humble. I like that.
Yeah, that was the best part of the show, is the beginning when he's like,
I'm
hey,
gonna beat
do
all
shit
of you.
here, and you're
Yeah,
all gonna be
yeah.
I'm gonna be the best, so you all suck. Yeah, super good.
He got too humble in the end.
Disgusting.
Okay, sorry, I had to go back a couple there because I didn't hear Danny talk a little bit. Okay, robot again. Hot take: Violet Evergarden is just like bartender, but instead of letters that make people happy, it's alcohol. That's funny, man.
Isn't Bartender coming back?
I didn't.
Or did it come back? Did it come back already?
I didn't see
or
if
is
it was like
coming?
I didn't see if it was like a reboot or a sequel season or what. But yeah, it's like a new thing. Yeah, it's a new bartender thing. You like the bartender?
I'm gonna get bartender with you. See, it's like bartender, but instead of letters, it's alcohol. Kinda, but not
That's
really.
pretty funny,
though.
man.
I think that's a hot take. I don't think those are that similar.
Yeah.
Let's check Mal. Let's see what the people have to say.
Let's check Mal.
If it wants to load. Here
Okay,
we
you
go.
do that.
The new bartender is coming out April 4th.
Okay,
So
is
it's
it like
coming
a
out in
sequel
spring.
season or is it what is it?
It doesn't.
Well, I don't see Violet Evergarden on the
doesn't
same page.
say.
It is a hot take. It is a hot take. I disagree, but oh no,
I don't know if it. I don't know if it's going to be like a full-fledged show or anything like that. Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Recommendations, Violet
Nick, what did you find?
Violet Evergarden was on the bartender page, but it was pretty low down. Only like one person suggested it, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's a hot take. It's a hot take.
pretty funny. Pretty funny.
I don't fully
Hunter
agree.
Kane,
I
are
think
you-
you might like both, but I think they're different enough.
Yeah, Robot. Why don't you just make you like both, like a
I would
bisexual?
say so on Annie list for bartender, the 2006 show, the recommendations is Death Parade, Mushishi, Kino's Journey, Natsumi's Book of Friends, Triple X Holic, Barakamon.
Where do you see the
Delicious
other?
and-
Oh, relations, or what do you? No.
No, it's recommendations. So if you scroll down a little
I
bit
see.
past
Okay.
like you You see it?
View all
Mhm.
recommendations. Yeah, I don't see bartender on the
Relations.
page here.
Yeah.
So in other words,
Okay, but let me
it is
just-
a
Wait,
hot
what do you
take.
mean? I'm on bartender.
I'm on Violet Evergarden. I'm going reverse.
Oh, okay.
It's not on.
okay.
It's
so
not
meet
on
the
the Violet
middle.
Evergarden one. So yeah, this is a hot take. I disagree. Both shows are good. They're a little bit different though. That's my opinion. Sorry, Danny. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I was done.
All right.
Okay, let me just say one thing to all of the very cute femme and women in our Discord, Danny included. Broke up with my girl last night, so I went to the club. I like the bartender.
Oh yeah, that's some Gen X party music right there.
Dude, me and Trisha were bumping this shit so hard the other day. She's like, wait, I gotta play the song for you. I'm like, okay.
Who
And then
sang
it just
that
comes
one
on.
again?
I'm like, it's Akon and T-Pain.
Oh, okay.
Or
Okay.
T-Pain with Akon.
Early
or-
2000s.
One,
Early
one of those.
2000s. Yep.
Yeah. You like the bartender. Everybody jacking me as soon as I step to the spot. Anyways, buy you a drink, money in the bank. That's what I was trying to say.
Buy you a drink.
So this next hot take is like a little convo between Hunter Tane and Robot, and then Zayla capping it off. Hunter Tane said, "Hot take: the 4Kids anime openings are actually really good." And then Robot said, "Which ones?" And Hunter Tane said, "I don't think I stuttered." And then put, "Don't give it up, Luffy." And then Zayla said, "Hot take: while 4Kids might be responsible for a ton of shit that we do not accept these days as fans, censorship, altering media, etc., it's one of the contributing reasons that anime took off in America in the late 90s and 2000s, mid 2000s. Look at all the IPs that they had between Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, One Piece, Shaman King, Tokyo Mew, Sonic X, and even more that I likely can't think of at the moment. Kirby, right back at ya. You're welcome. Shit companies so greatly helped anime get super popular in America. Yeah, I don't think that's a hot take. I think most people can agree that 4Kids and Toonami.
It's literally what
together.
happened. Like
Yeah.
that, like 4Kids and Toonami, fucking Kids WB fucking put anime on the map.
Because
and-
before that,
and over here.
yeah, and because before that, if you had, at least in my area in the Midwest, if you had public television, we had like Dragon Ball and Sailor Moon, and then once in a while, like on the WB channel.
Well, they had
before-
Macross. Well, that was way back though. Not Macross. What do they call it?
Robotech. They call it
that's
Robotech
right.
here. Yeah. And they fused it with like other seasons, other shows. But then that was way back. But what I'm talking about, when I was a kid, we had Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball, and then on the WB channel, like around the afternoon before the Cosby Show came on, they played an episode of Ronin Warriors. And then also you had to have cable to get like Univision, and even then, if you didn't speak Spanish or understood Spanish, then it's like whatever. What are you gonna do? But like they had fucking what was that one? And the main character had like a cool lightsaber as his weapon. Universe something, Galaxy Universe something, I don't fucking know. But like, and then a sci-fi channel, the sci-fi channel back in the day, and they didn't do this often, but once a month or twice a month.
Oh yeah, once in a while they would always have like some random fucking anime playing.
Some movie or something. Yeah, like they.
Yeah. I remember I remember like Sci-Fi Channel had like Ninja Scroll at some point, or I think it was called like The Last Samurai Kyo or something like that.
Samurai Deeper Kyo.
Yes, that was it. Yep.
They played. I remember they watched. I watched Fatal Fury the motion picture on Sci-Fi, and Armitage, which I think it was Armitage 2, so I didn't really know what was going on. But yeah, I do remember Ninja Scroll being on there once too. And it was late at night. It was
Yeah,
you had to be awake
yeah.
like at midnight to watch it. Yeah, but like if it wasn't for Cartoon Network, which also sucked because you had to have cable. And also if you had local television when you were a kid, you did have Fox Kids and you did have Kids WB. And when Kids WB started playing Pokemon, that just opened up a whole new like plethora of Fox Kids and Kids WB competing with each other, because then Fox Kids started playing Digimon, they started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Then Kids WB started playing Cardcaptor Sakura, but they called it Cardcaptors here.
Yeah,
And
because
then-
they wanted it they wanted it to be like, oh, this isn't gonna be for girls.
Yeah, it's like
They
they
made
want
it
it to be
into
like
like a fucking shonen.
yeah, and they want it to be they want it to sound kind of like monster catching, kind of like Pokemon and Digimon.
Yeah.
Were. And then they started playing like Food Wars, Kinnikuman Legacy, things like that. So yeah, I don't know if that's necessarily a hot take, Zayla. I think that's a pretty agreed upon take, but yeah, definitely.
But the hot take of Hunter Tane saying
The-
4Kids anime openings
the
are
openings,
actually
yeah.
really good. That may be questionable. Maybe
They're
some
catchy.
of them are good, but not all of them. I much rather have the original like Japanese openings
Now, well,
over.
hold on.
Depends what they are.
And
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like certain ones.
And I know we're going beyond 4Kids here because obviously Pokemon's opening was done by a different company.
Right.
But like, we would have never got that opening. And also we wouldn't, and if they weren't doing that translating to English shit, we would have never gotten the English version of Smile Bomb, which is great also. But like,
Well, that's why I said not all. Like,
oh yeah, no,
not
yeah,
all of them.
But also, my favorite 4Kids. That being said, my favorite 4Kids opening is the Ultimate Muscle one. Ultimate
I remember
muscle.
that one.
Ultimate muscle. And then they were talking about how he liked cow and beef, which is like the most agreeable thing in any anime ever. I too love cow and beef. It's like my favorite dish ever.
Ultimate Muscle is also coming back.
Yes, I'm so excited. But I think it's like a reboot of the original, so it's about his dad. Yeah. The original Kinnikuman. Yeah. Which is just like back in the day, it was just called Muscle. And they had the little muscle figures that you could get at the store. Anyways, good takes all around. Hot take, Hunter Tane. Zayla, that's not too hot. I think most people agree. And let's cap it off with the last hot take by how do you say their name? Macy. Okay. Macy, I just want to give you a little shout out because you're a new Discord member and you are coming in every week and having a fun time with us. And you already joined Manga Club and are having a fun time there. I'm glad to see you're having fun. And I hope you continue to have fun in our community. Okay. We love you. Macy, this is a hot take from Macy. Hot take. It doesn't matter if you prefer watching anime dubbed or subbed. I think it's super ignorant of people to say that dubbed anime is trash and make fun of others for watching it that way. The reason why anime gets dubbed in the first place is because it can reach a bigger audience and make it more accessible to people worldwide. There's nothing wrong with liking the sub over dub and vice versa. Just don't talk shit.
We had an episode on this
exactly.
at one point, I think.
Exactly.
A while back we did.
Exactly. We, as a podcast, try to push this really hard because there are other podcasts out there who go, the sub is way better.
And it depends on the show. Depends on the show. Dragon Ball Z, dub. You have to do the dub. Sorry, Sam. Sam.
Nick is a depends on the show person, which is fine. I know Nick. I agree with you. I just wanted to see what happened. Tournament Power Arc was so good.
Actually, I'm gonna hot take. Dragon Ball Z. Every language except Japanese is better than Japanese. How about that?
King Kai is so terrible sounding in the Japanese.
Dude, every character sucks in Japanese. It's like the one show that just like sucks in Japanese. I don't know why, except for the OP, which is awesome. But
yeah, that's I think what's really cool about having this is the last hot take of this episode at the end here is it just kind of reinforces the goal of our podcast, which is to let people like stuff. Let's show you everything else that anime has to offer, whether it's a popular thing, whether it's a random thing like Angel's Egg, whether it's then we're going off of whether it's an indie film about a girl who comes out of an anime poster or whatever. Like we want to show you everything. We're going to show you all that stuff as a podcast. That's why we've been doing it for almost fucking 8 years. You know what I mean? So, and I agree with that. I think that is a pretty hot take because there's still a lot of podcasts and content creators out there who will die on the sub is better than dub hill all the time. And you'll notice, for all the longtime Summit listeners out there, you'll notice that every episode that we're reviewing something, the three of us are always going, "Oh, Danny, did you do dub or sub? Oh, Nick, did you watch dub or sub?" We're kind of asking each other, and then most of the answer from the three of us all the time is, "Oh, I watched a little bit of both." Or I
you
watched
should
it
try
a
both.
sub,
You
and I
should
went back
always
and watched.
try both,
Yes.
except for Dragon Ball Z, and also Ghost
yeah.
Stories, the comedy dub.
Oh yeah, the dub
'Cause
for
that's a
Ghost Stories
different
is
show,
hilarious.
but yeah.
Trigger warning: some of the jokes are dated, but they're still
Well,
kind of
I
funny.
mean, yeah.
But like, I still laugh.
They
and
say
I
the
shouldn't.
hard R a lot.
Oh,
in
do
that
they
one.
Yeah,
really?
so- yeah.
Okay, I didn't even see that. One.
Yeah. Yeah, they say the hard R.
Yeah, it's kind of bad. Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
Anyways, that being said,
They didn't say it.
Maze-
The cartoon said it, Danny.
the cartoon said it, Danny.
Excuse me, sorry.
That being said, we make fun of Danny a lot for that. We always call her Danny the dub. But like, that's it. It doesn't. The thing is too is like Danny, like the way she consumes anime. That's one of the least things that bothers her, and that's fine because that
Well,
means.
I'm also dyslexic, so.
But also that also means that like she can give us an idea of what the American voice acting was like or the English voice acting was like. So, and I'll tell you what, I fully am like, I myself, I think the three of us are anyway. The three of us are able to admit when we have a bias too. Like I'm fully able to tell you right now that I prefer the Inuyasha dub because that's what I grew up watching.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah.
I think the voices are great in that. Like they sound like how they're supposed to sound. Sesshomaru sounds how he's supposed to sound. Inuyasha sounds like an ignorant little asshole. Like that's just like, you know what I mean? Like that's how they sound, I think. Absolutely. And Sango, very stern woman. She's got a nice kind of womanly, it's a deeper voice, but like it's still very like staunch woman kind of voice, you know? And then Moroku has a kind of like a laid back, lighter,
Oh.
whispery voice,
Rip
you know?
Rip Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby, dude. So that being said, me and Danny got to catch up on Yasha. Whoops. That being like, but like, yeah, honestly, Maze, definitely, maybe not super hot nowadays. Definitely way hotter back in the day. I think it's still pretty hot though because there's still a lot of people out here.
There's still a lot, like in the community, a lot of people will give hate to the dubs a lot.
And I feel like, at this point, it's almost like a bandwagon thing. It's almost like they'll just say it just because everyone else is saying it. And it's like, dude, just like what you like. That's what we're here for. We're here to tell you that. Like what you like. Stop giving other people shit for it. It's fine to trash talk, right? It's always, we joke here all the time. I always say, oh yeah, Nick's favorite show is fucking Legend of Galactic Heroes. What are you, some kind of fucking nerd? Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like we do that shit all the time. Okay, we give. That's how we tell each other we love each other. We're never serious. We're always poking jabs at each other in the Discord, and it's fun. And it seems like, Maisie, that you've kind of caught on to that already. And here you decided to take a staunch foot down and say, but no, in all honesty, this is a bullshit thing, and it's my hot take. And I agree with you. So there you go. Anyone else? Final thoughts? Who's got any? Do you guys got your own hot takes?
I wasn't prepared.
What about you
No.
guys? You were not
My
prepared.
hot take.
You were not peppering your
My hot
Angus.
take. Give up on life and only watch anime. How about that? I'm kidding.
Give up on life.
Don't do that.
Quit your
Yes.
job and just watch nothing but
Become a
anime.
neat. Embrace the void.
Do it. Do it. There was one anime hot take that I came up on. It came up on TikTok, and I had it bookmarked. And it was this one girl, and I forgot what she was saying. It was something like, it was these two guys stitching each other's TikToks back and forth, talking about what the greatest anime of all time was.
It's
you
Dragon
could
Ball.
tell
No, it's
that-
One Piece.
Well, you could tell that their watch lists were very very small. Like it's like they were talking about Gurren Lagann versus like
Yeah, just guy shit, right?
yeah. Like
See, I'm
you
gendering,
could tell
Danny. It's Gurren Lagann is guy shit. Let's be honest.
Gurren
It
Lagann's
fucking is. Okay, come on,
I
please.
mean, I won't deny
Yeah,
it.
Thank you.
I do know a lot of people that are masculine and that
Just like Fruits Basket
Gurren
is for
Lagann.
girls. Okay, you're only allowed to watch it if you're. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Don't listen to Nick right now.
I'm not.
He's at the
75%, Danny. 75%.
Whatever.
He's at the end of the podcast, Nick.
I'm tired.
That is that's typical for Fruits Basket. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it's just marketed. It's marketed to a different
demographic.
Yes, different demographic.
That's the demographic for.
You're allowed to watch it if you want. You don't have to be the demographic. What are we talking about again?
The TikTok that Sam was trying to.
Oh, you said
Gurren
Lagann, and I got fucking triggered. Okay.
Yeah, I said Gurren Lagann, and Nick fucking went off on his dumb shit. It was like two guys arguing, stitching each other back and forth, and the one guy was going, "Bro, this is the greatest anime of all time," and then the other guy would stitch it back and go, "No, this is the greatest anime of all time," and it was some other basic ass show. I don't remember what the show was, but then a girl came in and stitched them both and said, "This is why we need to gatekeep anime."
Well, they just got to specify. They gotta be like, this is the best action shonen, because that's what they're talking about.
Okay, and while I completely disagree with gatekeeping in general, we should never gatekeep anything. But that was one thing where I was kind of watching, and I was kind of like, but no.
This is why that you shouldn't be allowed to post.
And this is why we do our podcast, because you guys need to watch more shit.
Yes, everybody.
Like,
let's make true crime 26% male. They cannot gatekeep it from us.
Okay, Nick is still on his bullshit. That's our clue to get out of here. All right. Let us know what your
I love
takes
Sailor
are.
Moon, by the way. Okay, and that's demographic is girls, but I love Sailor Moon. Okay, the show.
Let us know what your hot takes are.
Now that's Power Friendship. I like it. Great show. K-On! Another great show.
Let us know what your hot takes are. Okay. And if you got any, we could always do this episode again. We'll do it maybe, later this year at the end of the year or something again. It's fun to do that. Maybe we'll have a couple guests on to give us their hot takes and we can argue with them. Huh? Let's argue with other podcasts. This is my formal invitation to other podcasts who have not guested on the Anime Summit before. If you're listening right now, message us on TikTok or Instagram, or preferably Instagram or Twitter, and just message us and say, hey, we heard that you think this and you suck. Let's talk about it. Okay, yeah. I do suck, number one. I agree with that. So, joke's on you, bitch. But number two, I haven't had sex in 4 years. So now who's the funny guy? Huh? You like that shit? Huh? Well, I got 4 words for you. Tough kumquats.
Oh my god.
People order our
It became an invitation in the beginning, and now it's like it's like Sam is like asking for a fight.
I'll fight you. Let me show you something. Let me tell you something. And just so you have a fucking idea what I'm fucking talking about. Okay. Let me just tell you this. Go on your phone. Go in your if you have like a
go into your
browser,
contacts and delete everybody.
Go on your Google. Go on your Google phones. No. Hold on. So, I got this, Nick. I got it. Go on Google Maps, and then go to your calendar on your phone, and look and see if you can find when and where I asked for your fucking opinion. Huh? How about that? And then you can talk to my friend over here, and I can show you X-rays. Okay, it's solid right here. Okay, this is the bow. It's an elbow, but I call it the bow because it's what I'm gonna drop on you. Ah!